But let me ask you a question though, while we still on this subject, right? You know how we grew up, right? They used to say stuff like, yo, man, you 18 years old, get a job or you get out of here. It was mostly towards the guys. That never happened to me. That's not my story. But dudes from my generation, they were kind of pushed out into the world. Like, yo, you 18, man, get a job, you got to go, right? How do y'all feel about that now with your own kids?
My kids can stay with me until they feel they ready to. Honestly, I want my daughters to live with me until they ready to buy their own houses.
Okay, see what you
Yeah,
say.
I'm on the same boat with that. Son or daughter, it don't matter. You could be in this house until you're ready to go get your own crib. I want them to be able to leave this house, and if they want to rent, it's because that's a choice. If they want to go buy a home, look, honestly, they could live with me and own their own home and just rent that out. I don't, you know what I mean? Like they gonna eat. I'm fine as long as they doing something responsible.
It's crazy. We all three of us has the same exact mindset. There's no expiration date on you could stay here. I don't care how old you are, because the world is rough. The world is rough. And if you get thrown out there and you don't know how to navigate, now you failing and picking yourself up and falling and failing again. And like, yo, listen, stay here. I don't care if they go to college, get a degree, stay here, save all your money, and buy your house straight out. Yep. No mortgage, no nothing. And you set them up for the future that we didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let them stay as long as they want until they say, yo, dad and mom out. I appreciate it. But I think that's our job, is to make them have an easier pathway than we did. And it definitely shouldn't be like, yo, no, you 18, yo, you got to get out. Nah, the world different, man. The world is different out there. You don't push them kids out there and just tell them to fend for themselves. That's how you get on drugs. That's how you get locked up. That's how you start selling drugs, because life is hard out there. It's hard out there. Like paying bills is different. You know what I'm saying? So like we both agree. We all three of us agree.
Yeah.
Ain't no expiration date.
I would actually.
Go ahead, sis.
No, I said I actually add to that. Like, not just save up to until you get, buy your house cash, but actually get a whole life. While you living under my roof, get a whole life insurance. That way you become your own bank. So when you're ready to get your house, you borrow from yourself, and then you pay yourself back. So that way you always got money, got money ready for you. Yeah. But I agree, 100%. You ain't got.
So I think just I agree with you. Obviously, I think that our generation, because we were not all of us, but a lot of us were thrown into the wilderness, right? We had to learn in the trenches how to navigate through life, right? Yeah. And because that happened to us, there's no way I would want my kids to go through what I had to go through summertime, right? No. There's no way. So we learned a certain level of compassion that that our parents didn't have, because to them, they was like, this is tough love. You got to be a man. You got to be a woman. You got to go out there and fend for yourself. I'm out here fending for myself. You're going to be fending. You're grown. You're a man now. You 18. It's time to be a man. Go get a job. Go do blah, 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 blah. Not that my parents did that, because my dad, he kind of supported me until I graduated college. And my mom couldn't really do a lot, but it is what it is, right? So, but I know a lot of people, and I was out on my own, but I was afforded to have other family members let me in. I stayed with mom, had Daryl's mom. So I think somebody said it earlier, we had a village of people who always took care of us. And that's one thing that we always did have. Whereas if I ain't stay, I could go to Corey house, I could go to Caesar house, I could go somewhere. I know I always had a place to rest my head. But I think that mentality that our parents had of trying to make us tough gave us compassion, because we understand how tough that was. You know what I'm saying? And now we that's why we all most of us are gonna have, that's in our generation, are gonna have similar mindsets that we the three of us have right here. It's like, yo, our kids can stay at home for as long as they need to get on their feet.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Craig Kids podcast channel.